Fredrik coming at you with another episode of Hey Bror Fredrik. On today's episode, we're going to discuss one of my favorite topics when it comes to gaming in Las Vegas, which is discipline. Discipline. On a recent live, I discussed the concept of the three most important disciplines you need in Vegas. And out of those three disciplines, there's one that is paramount if you want to win, if you want to have success, if you want to have good times, if you just want to maximize your gaming fun here in Las Vegas. So we're going to discuss that today, and I'm going to take you up and down the strip here on a very, very rare overcast day in Las Vegas. And we'll be right back right after this. Welcome back. Again, my name's Bror Fredrik, local Las Vegas-based photographer, videographer, cinematographer, and part-time philosopher. And I invite you to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified when new videos come out and when I go live, which is 3 times a week, Tuesday afternoons, Thursday nights, and Saturday nights. And I'm going to drop the 9% word of the day up in this corner later, right here, bam. And that lets YouTube know when you put that word in the comments that you watched all the way to the very end. And according to their own statistics, 9% of all my viewers watch to the very end. And that helps me, helps the channel, helps me continue to make videos. So let's get right into it. Discipline. It's one of my favorite topics to talk about. You know, I get almost preachy about it because it is that important. And I call it Vegas discipline. Vegas discipline is a different kind of discipline, but I'll tell you what, if you have, or if you learn, or if you strive to get Vegas level discipline, you will have discipline in every other aspect of your life. The rest of your life, when it comes to discipline, will become super easy if you get Vegas discipline. So what is Vegas discipline? Well, when it comes to gaming, which that's what we're going to talk about specifically today. Whoa, dude, stay in your lane. There's 3 types of gaming discipline that are important to you. So let's talk about those briefly, and then we're going to get into the number 1 most important Vegas discipline. So Vegas discipline, when it comes to gaming, you have the discipline to walk away when you're losing. That is one form of discipline. Now, instead of putting $100, for argument's sake, into a machine and running it down to 14 cents, that is no discipline whatsoever. Get in the habit of putting in 100 and saying, I'm going to get off this machine when it goes down to 50. I'm going to get off this machine when it goes down to 40. And you say, well, why don't you just put in the $40 and run it down to 14 cents? Because I'm not getting the opportunity to exercise discipline. Discipline is something that you have to work on every single day, every single time you sit in front of a machine or you're at a table. So you set a stop loss. That way you're constantly reinforcing the concept of you having the discipline to walk away if things are not going in your favor. It's a great feeling to put it, well, it's not a great feeling to lose, but if you put in 100 and cash out 60, fold it up, put it in your pocket, it's a way better feeling than cashing out at 14 cents and leaving it in the ashtray. Trust me, and that's a practice of discipline. So that's your first discipline, knowing when to quit if you're losing. All right, now what is the next one, which still isn't the most important one? Knowing when to quit while you're winning. Okay, a lot of people do not know when to quit when they're ahead. The old adage, quit while you're ahead, quit while you're ahead. If there's 2 places in life that it's most important: in the casino and in a boxing ring. Quit while you're ahead, go out on top. Because what do I always say about winning? Winning is not guaranteed. There's no expectation to win. So when you win, either at the tables or at the machines, you have beaten the odds. Let me say that again. If you're a winner, if you're ahead, you have beaten the odds. So odds long term say you're gonna eventually give that money back. That's how this town is built. If everyone would cash out or color up while they were ahead, this town would be a different place. But most people have it stuck in their mind, oh, well, this is the casino's money. I'm just gonna keep playing on their dime. Well, it's not the casino's money because, well, you're giving it back. You're making it the casino's money. But once it's in your tray, once it's in the amount of credits that you have, you can cash out and walk away anytime you want. So that is your money. It is not the casino's money. So you were ahead. You should quit while you're ahead. Now, when do you quit while you're ahead? Well, there's a fine art to that. You know, sell high, buy low. How do you actually know? Well, you set a limit. If you hit a giant buffalo bonus, you know, maybe play a little while, lower it down. Instead of $3, play $1.80 and just play if you're there for fun, but get the heck off the machine. If some guy just had he just hit 17 numbers in a row at the craps table and you're up 4G, what are you going to do? Wait for the next person? No, it's time to color up and move on. Maybe come back later, but it's your money. So learning when to quit. Some people say, well, quit once you double up. Well, I don't know about all that. Just quit while you're ahead. You will know when you feel that rush of luck, like, oh, I won. That's when it's time. When you feel, oh my God, I can't believe that happened, that is the perfect time to get up. When you're like, I won, go away. It is that point when you have that exhilaration of being a winner. That is the time to get up and go. Quit while you're ahead. Be the winner. Trust me, it will feel great. It'll feel far better than running it back down to your original buy-in or running it back down to 14 cents. So what is the number one? You say, okay, hey, Bror Fredrik, you talked about quitting if you're losing, quitting while you're ahead. What is the number one? There can't possibly be a number one discipline other than those two. Well, let me turn you on to something, my friends. The other discipline that you need in Las Vegas, which is by far the most important discipline of them all, is this. If you're at a table, if you're at a machine, and you're not winning, or you're just playing, which is going to happen, you put 300 in the buffalo, you buy in at the table for 500 at the craps table, you're down to 2. You put in the 3 in the buffalo, you're down to 2. You're down to 1. Whatever your discipline, whatever your loss limit tolerances are, you ran it down to that. Maybe even a little more, you know, your little chink in the armor there, a little kink in the armor in your discipline strategy. So you're lost, you're behind, but wait. Someone has a hot hand. He makes 4 passes in a row. You hit a massive buffalo jackpot, a 4-coiner for 55 spins. Okay, good. Now what happens is you got back to even. All right, you got back to even. Now what do? What the average person does who comes to town or plays or anywhere that has gaming, what they do is they breathe a little sigh of relief and they go right back at it like they just sat down. They're like, well, topped off my tank, I'm back to full, I'm gonna keep driving. No, do not do that. The temptation is there to do that. But think about this logically. That machine or that table has been kicking your ass to the point where you had that gut sick feeling, you were behind, and along came this win, this savior of a win, this savior of a run on the blackjack table, this hot hand the guy after you just happened to throw at craps. You got really freaking lucky because you were getting your butt kicked and you got back to even, or a little better than even, or even a little under even. That is a win. When you're behind and you get close, above, or on back where you were in your bankroll, that is a win. I'll tell you what, that is one of the best types of wins you can have. But get the heck out of there. Because that machine, do you want to go one more round with Mike Tyson because you survived the last one? I don't want to, you don't want to. Just get the heck out of there. That machine was not being kind to you. That machine or that table or that shoe at the blackjack table put you in that predicament. It put you behind. It gave you that gut-sick feeling. It took your money. Now you want to go ahead and be generous and give it another crack at that bankroll after you somehow miraculously got back to even? No freaking way. That's what I mean. That's the most important discipline. That's where your discipline has to kick in and say, wait a second. It was like near miracle level that I got back to even after all this horrible machine that I picked, this horrible table, this cold shoe. Everything didn't go right. I was down. I was in the gutter, and I got back to whole. But let me try again on the same machine at the same table. What? That's why I say it is the most important discipline. If you get back or near or slightly above even after you've been down any type of substantial amount, I'm not talking like 5%, 10% of your bankroll. When you've been down 50, 60, 70% of your bankroll or your buy-in, you get back to even. Get the F out of there. Get the F out of there as fast as you can. And count your lucky stars, because you once again beat the odds against all odds. You got your money back from whatever scenario you placed yourself in. So that, my friends, is the number one most important. So let's do a quick recap here. First Vegas discipline is learning to quit while you're losing. Second Vegas discipline is learning to quit while you're winning. The third and most important is learning to quit when you get back to even. And as I always say, if you can develop Vegas discipline, you will have discipline in every aspect of your life. You will no longer take people's crap. You will be a different person. You will know when to walk away from bad situations. You'll know when a good opportunity comes along, whether it's in business, whether it's relationship, no matter what it is, you will have fostered and generated Vegas level discipline. That's discipline on a whole nother level. If you get Vegas discipline, so you might as well train here in Vegas, you will be a different person. You'll be an absolutely amazing individual that can weather any storm, right any wrong. You'll just be the best you could possibly be, whether it's here in Vegas or when you get back home. And I want to thank you for coming up and down the strip with me on this overcast day. I'm actually enjoying this. I like overcast days because they're so rare here. And I'm going to drop the 9% word, bam, right there. Drop that in the comments. Let me know that you stuck around to the very end. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's many ways you can do that. You can join me on Patreon for all sorts of additional benefits. You can get a channel membership for the same additional benefits. You can support me during my lives with super chats, or you can click on any of the links in the description below. I got everything in there, from the underwear that I wear to the books that I read, and there's something for everyone, including the camera gear. Everyone wants to know, what kind of camera gear you use with all them glorious 4Ks you put out, Bror Fredrik? Well, that's in the description too, so go ahead and check that out. I get a little commish, keeps the wheels running, if you know what I'm saying. And I look forward to dropping some more knowledge bombs on you soon. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.